Well, I guess we're doing one more TGIF show, so I'm sure you're wondering why would I pick Alien in the Family? I just figured I would just give this a shot. How many episodes did this last? Well, I will tell you right after this.
No, Burgundy, you want this? You'll never cut the mustard, bean winner! Sure, fine! Your history, Private Pizza! Pow! And your lunch! Combat curtain! Fire! What's going on? Julie saved this food again, Mom.
Food fighters, figures, and combat cards each sold separately. Toys do not walk in bulk.
Well, I figured I would stick with the weird. So here we here we go with these the food fighter toys, which were a lot of fun. I did like the commercial with the ketchup bottle, and you can pound that apparently, and you can fire something into one of the other action figures. And I believe this was actually one of these Saturday morning cartoons. And then they've of course made toys out of them, and why not? I think they actually did sell pretty well. I wanted them, I never got them. So now moving on to wonderful Alien in the Family, which did air. I thought it aired on CBS. I was wrong. It did actually air on ABC. I'm just going to take it as this was kind of the end of the ABC TGIF lineup. I was one of them that did have fun with this lineup. They had Alien the Family, they had Step by Step, they had, I believe it was called The Muppets Tonight. So I thought this was going to be a great TGIF lineup, and we'll see how well it did at the end of the video. So now this starred. Oh well, you know what? I'll go with the creator first. This is Andy Borowitz, who we know that he well, maybe some know that he created the Fresh Prince of Bel Air. He was a producer on Pleasantville. He also did something called Dreams, and of course, he did Aliens in the Family. So,
Only heard of one of those.
the Fresh Prince of Bel Air obviously was a huge success. So, let's see how wonderful Aliens in the Family did. So, this did star, I'll have to go through the cheat sheet here, John Benford Lloyd. This also stars Margaret Trigg, Paige Tiffany as Heather Brody. Sorry, I forgot to do the names. John Benford Lloyd is Doug Brody. Margaret Trigg is Cookie Brody, who apparently kidnapped Doug Brody. We'll get into that after I go over the little list here. And we got Christopher Rodriguez. It's a long name, so it's not on. Marquette, that's right. But apparently he was in The Girl Next Door. He's the only thing that I recognized anybody was in. So I'm just going through just the actors' names. Julie Destin is Sally Hagen. Michelin Sisti, we know him from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. He was the voice of Michelangelo in the first movie, and in The Secret of the Ooze in the second movie. So let's see, and then we also have. Why is Spit Brody on here twice? You know what? I'm not going to ask questions because I'm sure it's going to be a very stupid answer. Then we got Bobit Brody, who is the baby alien, and he's played by John Kennedy. No, there's no F in the middle of that. There's two Bobit Brodys on here as well, so I don't know why that is. I guess for just a few episodes, I don't know how this exactly worked. So that is pretty much the cast. So the story here is apparently Cookie kidnaps Doug, and they try to blend their families together. Of course, one is a human and one is the. She probably did. So, anyways, this does look like a lot of fun. And yes, the Jim Henson Company did do the work on the alien costumes. So, there should be no surprise there. They did that with Ninja Turtles. And also, they did work with I believe it was called The Muppets Tonight, and also Aliens in the Family kind of worked together. And of course, they were on the same network. So, uh, so yes, she kidnaps them. They blend the families together. So now they have to figure out how to work in the whole alien thing with the human element to it, and they bring in a nanny, and she has to somehow learn how to get this baby to like her. Apparently, she's very popular with children, but let's see how she does with Boba. And I'm not sure if this is true or not, but I think this could be where Seth MacFarlane got his idea for Family Guy, for at least Stewie's point. And you will see the clips of this, and you will understand why I would think that. Our dryer's done. So I'm trying to actually see who was the nanny. I think it was Julie Dresden as Sally Hagen. I think that was the nanny, but I could be wrong. So now I will just show the first clip of the nanny meeting Bobit, the wonderful and lovable baby who is so compassionate. So I will show that first clip in just a second.
State your mission.
Aw, sweetie, you're up. Hello there. What's your name?
I am Boba. That is please.
And I am Sally the nanny.
Not funny. Derisive mimicry.
Well, I was just trying.
Silence.
We'll get along just fine. Why don't I let you two get to know each other better?
Well, Boba, what shall we do today?
I require pudding.
Pudding? In the morning? Well, Sally doesn't think that's a very good idea.
So here's the beginning part here with the nanny, and this is wonderful Bobit, and that is Cookie, the kidnapping mother alien. So, like I,
Look like a child.
yeah, I, yeah, I wouldn't ask questions. Uh, so,
Well, how am I supposed to learn things?
believe me, I had lots of them, but I couldn't get any good answers either. So, anyway, so like I've said before with pilot episodes, this is definitely a. Stimpy is really into this. So, like I've said before, this really had to have a fast start to it, and I think they really wanted to get a part here with the baby alien, which is definitely going to be the comic relief during this entire show. You can tell right off the bat how he is with the nanny. So now we get to meet Spit, and let's see what he ate for breakfast. So it's sort of introducing the characters, and they kind of do it all at once. So I will show that clip in just a second.
Why'd you do that? Why'd you do that?
There were crumbs in it.
Maybe I wanted that toaster?
Eat your own toaster.
Dad!
All right, you two, what are you fighting about now?
This idiot ate the toaster.
He is your brother, Heather, and he has a name.
Name? What kind of a name is Spit? It's
So this is Spit. So we'll get the other family members in the next clip. Apparently, we are in fearful of going past a little bit more than 6 seconds, just because if you notice, Mario is down again. So we'll have to do third time's a charm with no clips. So uh, hopefully, hopefully this. Hopefully this doesn't happen with Alien and the family.
I doubt this episode on YouTube.
Yes, because I don't think we're going to be redoing it because I think somebody's going to be very unhappy with this video. So,
Why am I doing this?
so, so this is obviously Spit here, and he decided to eat the toaster because there was crumbs in it. His human sister obviously has a huge problem with Spit, and she's obviously having trouble adjusting to this wonderful blended alien and human family dynamic here. So now we will meet the rest of the family in just a second.
what happened to it. Come on, Boba. Roll the ball to Sally. Roll the ball to Sally. You can do it.
And we have to be at the high school by 7. Heather's in a synchronized swim.
So this is the rest of the family here. So this is obviously the other alien here who apparently she ate her conditioner, or maybe it's a he alien. I'm not really sure. I'm not 100% on that one. So the conditioner's eaten, and so is the toaster. Very interesting. Well, at least he ate a plastic toaster instead of an expensive metal one, which I still have. Um, so now, after all of that, we have
What's the
Boba.
other alien's name?
I'm trying to remember what it is.
What's the girl's name?
Which girl, the alien or the?
The human.
Oh, I actually forgot what the human. Oh, it is Heather, isn't it? I forgot. Tiffany is her actual last name. So so Heather is the regular name here, and I forgot the other alien's name. I don't think she's in it a whole lot. So so now Bobit is playing with the nanny again. So he throws a ball at her, and it kind of knocks her over and maybe gives her a concussion. So now apparently they're setting up a little play date with the boss's kid here and his wife. So let's see how Bobit does with a human baby. So I will show that clip in just a second.
What is Goo Goo? What is Gaga? Define. You leave me no choice. Enter this chamber.
Oh my God, there's a closet in my stairs.
Our Pacific Rim marketing is a mess. If we don't straighten it out right away, we're going to be in deep.
Give Daddy a promotion now.
So this is the little play date here. I don't think it went as planned. So apparently Bobut didn't like the Google Gaga and baby talk from the other child. So I told him to define what that means. He didn't, so he puts them in a closet. But the little laser gun there is what I'm talking about with Seth MacFarlane possibly getting this idea for Stewie from Family Guy, and I,
Oh, the way it said look. But okay.
or that as well with the odd shaped head and the way
I
that
still got that from Arnold.
and the way that they could have been that too. That's why these are just speculations. I really don't know this. So he's in the closet. Then of course he tells the boss there to give him a promotion, and he does the same thing with that laser gun, and he pretty much cooks his brain. So now I'm going to show the little business meeting, and let's see what he promotes him to. So I will show that clip in just a second.
Read your memo, sir.
Great idea, boss.
Way to go.
First off, let's discuss the explosion of our factory in Caracas, which just killed over 3.
That is unimportant.
But sir,
Silence, expendable drone. I must promote Brody. Now.
what did I do?
You are the new Senior Vice President for Marketing and Sales for the Pacific Rim region.
Wait a minute. I was promised that job. I'm contractually guaranteed.
Do not defy me. You are terminated. Great idea, boss. Way to go.
Well, so this is how he got a promotion. So this is one way. So this is one way to do it. I lost my guest. He is now in his wonderful dog bed by our wonderful overweight cat. So
He's not that overweight. Actually, he's really not that big at all.
so now moving on from our wonderful animals that like to cause havoc from time to time. So let's see what happens when let's just say a project comes home, and let's see what Boba thinks of this. So let's just say that they're bringing in a very interesting animal into the house.
Taking care of the cat.
Yes, the class pet. Just don't ask it to move any furniture. So I will show that. I will show that clip in just a second.
I think it's great the teacher picked you to bring home most of your frogs. Well, I don't know, Snizzy. I don't like being singled out like that in class.
Snizzy.
It just reminds Brett Swiggle that he hasn't punched on me lately.
So this is Adam and I believe her name is Snizzy, and they walk in with the wonderful class pet. So Bobet, of course, used his curiosity, and he decided to put the poor frog in pudding. So now,
First put himself in pudding.
okay, fine. The frog got scared, put himself in pudding, and now McDonald's has their dessert. So have fun. Back then they did. So probably they would have found a free dessert here with a frog in it. They would have definitely served it, no questions asked. So so now that's the end of this part. We will see what happens to that frog in the next clip. I'm sure it's got quite a sugar high. So I will show that in just a second.
Come on, we're gonna miss the bus. Let's get the frog and go.
So this is the giant frog here. He doesn't look too happy either. So he does manage to actually eat an airplane. So this frog is yes, he did.
How does that happen?
It was just a real quick scene. It just showed its tongue, and then it showed the airplane just sort of disappear. So with all this stuff going on with his promotion, he notices that his family life is obviously very, very busy. So the dad is not exactly enjoying being promoted. I'm sure the extra money is terrific, but Mr. Brody is unhappy, and Bobet, of course, is not getting his story. Pat the bunny. So he does manage to play patty cake with the nanny. That nanny is she's just getting the bejeebers beaten out of her since she met Bobet. So now I will show the next clip, and I will get that to you in just a second.
This is the old done. I just want what's best for our family, and now we got it. I mean, it doesn't get any better than this, huh? Cookie?
Subdued by the National Guard and will be taken to Euro Disney.
And then I took a couple of rods of radioactive plutonium.
What?
So this is the final clip. I figured I'd show the wonderful country club. It looks like so much fun. You know, this is the only time I think I'd ever want to step into one of these. He throws the popular girl. Spit throws the popular girl across the dance floor there, and then a giant frog shows up. So don't worry, it will not move any of the furniture. That is for sure. So now, with this being said, here the whole entire country club went screaming, and like they said, the frog was subdued and brought to Euro Disney. Some funny lines there. Yes,
What Euro Disney?
I'd have to look it up, but I believe it is the Disneyland in Europe. I believe.
That's multiple.
That's what I thought. Yeah, I'd have to actually look up what the actual definition of Euro Disney is. But I know Jim Kelly made a joke about it when they lost their third straight Super Bowl. He said he's now going to Euro Disney. He said that because at the end of the Super Bowl they said we're going to Disneyland. So I will have to look that up. That's just what it sounds like to me. So, but at this time, this was also, you have to realize this was 1996. Now there's multiple Disneylands. So maybe there was just one that they did call Disneyland of Europe at that time. I'd have to look that up. Remember, this was 96 and Jim Kelly made that joke in 93. So moving on. So this is like I said, this is the final clip, and then I will do my review on this. Obviously the cast was, people that we really haven't heard of, and back then I think this is where they were getting their start. Aaron Eckhart was actually in a scene of this, and because this was, I believe, taken off of a VHS, that is why the quality isn't exactly the best. You have to remember, these were taken off of a little box TV, maybe this person also didn't have cable as well. So you had to actually fiddle with these rabbit ears to get a good signal and to get a better picture. So that was part of the
Yeah, we
whole.
don't know that struggle. You might know that struggle.
I do know that struggle. I remember that struggle. We also had the little knobs that we had to turn to get it to
I didn't know
UHF.
about being outside playing. I did
We did both.
from Law and Order.
we actually did both. So we had our little game system, and yeah, we did have our limitations with how much TV we could actually watch. But in the wintertime, I'm sorry, I did not want to be outside. So
I did.
that's terrific.
That was my favorite time of the year.
Oh, for goodness sake. So now moving on to Alien in the Family. This is going to be a very strange review that's
You like it and need to go somewhere.
I'm not saying I don't, but it's going to be very, very it's will I be giving a recommendation to it? When I was little,
No, there's only 3 episodes.
so now I have to see how many episodes are on YouTube. But if I had to grade this, to be very honest with you, it did make me laugh. Me and my brother both liked it. The problem was, I think we were the only 2 people on the planet that actually liked the show. We were disappointed when it got canceled, I believe, after the 3rd episode. I think they actually may have aired 8 from what I'm seeing on my wonderful tablet there. But I'd have to see the YouTube channel that is actually airing these full episodes to see how many are on there. I know he's got 3, so I'd have to see if there's any more. So I know this was a very, very short trip. This of the Muppets Tonight, I believe. Oh no, it was Step by Step that actually followed this, and then the Muppets Tonight didn't exactly last long either. So
Step by step.
and Step by Step, I believe, got canceled shortly after that. So this was pretty much the end of TGIF for ABC. Then it moved to CBS. I didn't think the cast was that bad. I know these are no-name actors and actresses. I know the mother didn't exactly last long. She had some issues, so unfortunately she died at the age of 39 in 2003. Nobody else really had a career out of this. The Jim Henson Muppet Creature Shop, I thought, did a great job with the aliens. I think they were funny enough, but like I said, I was probably one of the only few that did like it.
I could see that.
So, yeah. So, if I had to grade this, I thought the pilot was good enough. Me myself would give this a B minus. Would I recommend it? I'm going to say I will recommend it, but be cautious. Just because I'm recommending it doesn't mean you're going to like it. You might find my clips really stupid and say, "Why would you review this? This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen."
I said that about something else you reviewed.
I'm sure you did. I'm sure you did.
That's my exact word.
I
Not a few of them.
I don't know, but this one might be over the top. This one might be the weirdest for a sitcom. So I totally agree if you say I think this was the dumbest thing I've ever seen, but that's fine. It's just something I just found amusing. So so please comment below if you did like this. Subscribe if you want, and thank you very much for watching.